Hello.
Hey guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we're the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That's exactly right. We are so excited to be doing this wreath today.
Yes, you guys are going to love this wreath. And I know we're a little bit late, but that's okay. Better late than never.
Exactly. We are here.
We're excited about this one. This is going to be a vintage Halloween wreath.
That's right. And we have got some of the most beautiful little pumpkins that we're going to use in it.
I can't wait to show you guys.
They're so vintage looking.
All
I love
about
them.
what we're going to be doing. So welcome. Happy Friday. Thank y'all so much for hopping on with us. Y'all make sure you share this video. If you know somebody who would like to learn how to make a Halloween wreath, definitely share this video with them.
Yes, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have done so far. I found this cute vintage Halloween sign. Isn't that adorable? And so I've already wired this onto an 18-inch grapevine wreath. And then I also found this adorable little witch doll here. And so I have her, wired her to my grapevine, but then I also put a little glue on her rear so that she would sit, so that she would sit here like where I wanted her to. So I have done that. And then I just put a little mesh around the outside because I thought that kind of gave it a little more of the vintage look that I'm going for.
Yes.
So,
hey, y'all, make sure that you say hey and let us know where you're watching from. So when you hop on, let us know if you're watching live. Just put live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, you can put replay in the comments. This is going to be a really fun wreath.
Yes, it really is. It's so cute.
Hey guys,
I just love this
thank y'all for joining us. Those of you who are hopping on live.
Yes.
Let's see. Hey Cindy, welcome. Hey Daryl and Sylvia. Sherry said, where did you get the sign?
I got the sign at Hobby Lobby. And as soon as I found it, I was going specifically to find something, a Halloween wreath. And I knew in my mind that I wanted something to kind of vintage looking. And I saw this sign. I said, that is it. It is perfect.
Yes, I love the vintage look. A lot of times you
and
don't think
I love
about
cats, so
the vintage style for Halloween.
Yes,
I like the look of the vintage
like the
style.
look. Yes, exactly. And I debated on using the mesh on it, but I thought it just kind of gives it this mesh, and this is Dollar Tree mesh, and it just kind of gives it that vintage feel. So that's kind of the reason that I decided to use it. It is going to be just around this side, so that's why I've got the mesh around there.
Yeah, it does really have that vintage look to it.
It does.
I like that. And so I have got some bows, some ribbons here that I'm going to be using.
Yes.
We are using tonight a Bowdabra Bow Maker, and you can get these. I know somebody was asking in the comments where you get these. You can get these pretty much at any craft store. It's called a Bowdabra.
Yep.
You can get it at most craft stores have it. You can get it on Amazon. Our Walmart even carries them.
Yes, so you can sometimes find them at Walmart.
Yeah, they're easy to find. Y'all, the ribbon that we're using tonight.
Yes, the ribbons are perfect.
Hey Valerie, hey Angie, welcome. We have this really cute and whimsical black and white and orange polka dot. It's got little polka dots. I don't know if y'all can see that on the back. And then bigger ones on the front. Now this is all wired ribbon that we're using.
Yes.
We have this cat ribbon. Look at that.
Had to add some cat since we've got the cat.
Sophie has green eyes, but that's okay.
And we've got a couple of little cats here that we're going to use.
We have some pumpkin wired ribbon that the folks at Ampelco gave us, and we love that. It has that vintage look.
It really does. I was excited about using that for this because it does have that vintage look. Yeah,
so it's going to kind of fit our theme. And then I've got some 1.5 inch just gold glitter.
No, try orange glitter.
I got gold on the mine.
Let me teach you your colors, Amanda.
I don't know. I never learned my colors.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then I've got some polka dot.
Yeah.
Some little polka dot, which actually matches the bigger that
it does, and it's so cute. And now the polka dot, both of those came from
Hobby Lobby?
Hobby Lobby, yes. The cat's from Michael's, and the stripe from Craft Outlet, and I think that's all. Yeah.
All right, so I already have my tails cut, okay? for this bow that we're going to be using. Oh, and I did not show you, but I also have a really pretty 3-inch black and white striped ribbon.
Yes.
So, like I said, I already have my bows, or my tails cut for my bows. So let me get my wire out and cut. Yes, I know, I'm crazy. I don't know. Orange, gold.
Hey, it's a color.
It's a color.
Well, she's had gold on her mind because we were talking about these gold pumpkins that she got at Target today. Yesterday.
I got them yesterday.
And they are just adorable. They are so, I love them.
Yeah, I don't know if she showed you those, but they're sequin pumpkins. We've got black. Look at all those.
Aren't they great?
So we've got the gold.
Yeah.
And then the black. And these were in the dollar bin at Walmart. I mean, at a Target.
And they're
dollar
just
spot.
Perfect.
So, like I mentioned earlier, I am using my Bowdabra Bow Maker. Hey, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew.
And so I'm going to put my widest ribbon first. So these are about 14-inch tails. I'm putting my widest black and white ribbon in first.
This is going to be one of our whimsical bows. Did you tell them that?
This is going to be a whimsical bow.
Yeah.
That's right. So I'm going to make about 6-inch loops. I don't want them too big, but just a nice size loop. Okay, and I'm going to do 2 loops of each ribbon.
Yeah, since we've got so many of them,
yeah, because I'm using 6 ribbons, so I'm going to use 2 of each.
Hey, this bow is the perfect bow when you can't decide between ribbons.
Oh, I know.
You can just use them all.
I love doing these types of ribbons, and I especially love Halloween ribbons because I feel like you can kind of get away with so much.
With just all kinds. That's the truth.
Yeah. Okay, and so I'm going to start on my polka dot, and I'm just going to do my loops for that one. These are going to be 6-inch loops also. Now, we have videos. We kind of go, on Flower Friday, we go a little bit quickly through this. But we have videos on our YouTube channel and on our blog at gracemonroehome.com that will walk you step by step how to do these bows and how to use this Bowdabra Bow Maker. I love this black and white polka dot.
It does. Ribbon. Somebody said that it made them think of Beetlejuice, and it does.
Yes,
you're right.
It does. I actually had not planned to use that black and white ribbon, and then I saw it over there. It was on something else, actually. Yeah. I was like, you know what? That black and white, that's what it needs. She said,
that's what we need with this.
That's what my bow. And I'm going to do the same thing with that one. 2 loops, 6
that is
inches.
So cute too.
And now y'all see that I'm not measuring, but they're about 6-inch loops.
Yeah.
I'm eyeballing it, which is usually the way that I do it.
Yep. That's how we do it. But now you definitely could measure if you want to make sure. But they don't have to be exactly perfect. You want them as close as you can get them, but you don't have to get them perfect.
And now what I'm doing, I'm just stacking my ribbons on. So that's basically all I'm doing. I'm stacking a tail, and then I'm doing 2 loops, stacking the next tail. And I'm just going to do that with all of my ribbons. And this gold is...
I know, there we go. Now I'm calling it gold.
And I called it gold again.
That orange. Here, I made fun of her, and I'm doing the same thing.
I think I have it, like, in my mind that this is gold ribbon. I don't know what that says about me, but... Yes, Donnie, you're right. When you've done it, you can... When you've done so many bows, at this point, you can...
You just kind of eyeball it at this point.
It's not always perfect, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. I would love to know just how many bows we have actually made. There is no telling.
Probably like 10,000.
I think we'd probably be surprised.
Probably more than that.
Probably more than 10,000.
Probably.
When you think about 12 years of making countless a day. That's a lot of bows.
A lot of bows.
A lot of ribbon. That's why we love ribbon.
That's why we love a Bowdabra Bow Maker.
Yes, it is. That's exactly why. I'll tell you what, it would be hard on my hands if we were having to hand make all of these.
Now, I'm going to actually pull these loops just a little bit shorter than the other ones. Okay, my other ones I've got at 6 inches. I'm going to take these down to about 5 inches. So I want them just to be a little bit shorter than all my other ribbons. And see, once I take it out of the Bowdabra, then we will kind of fluff it out and get it looking like we want to. We can even trim up these tails if we want to, but we'll do all of that after. Brandy said it can be gold if y'all want it.
That's right.
That's right.
Today it's going to be gold.
It's going to be gold ribbon today.
Yeah. Anybody that's just hopped in are like, where's the gold ribbon? I don't see any gold ribbon.
Okay, and I'm just going to do 2 more little shorter loops. These are, again, about 5 inches. And then, so once I'm done, what I want to do is I want to keep a couple fingers here. I usually at least have my thumb here, and I pull it up. I use the wire to actually pull it up, and then I'm going to put my 2 loose end pieces through the loop, just like that, and pull. Okay, and that's how my bow is actually going to stay together. So when I have it out of the bow maker, I'm just going to open up my wires just like that, pull them around back, and then twist just maybe 4 or 5 times. All right, so I'm going to cut off my last piece of ribbon right here. Okay, and the thing with the Bowdabra, you just want to make sure that your wire is really tight when you're pulling it off of the Bowdabra and when you're tying it together.
That's so cute.
And now I can do the fun part to me, which is fluffing it out and getting it just like I want it. And I'm glad that I used this black and white stripe.
I am too.
It's
perfect.
a little something.
It does. And let me tell, while you're doing that, somebody said that they came in late and they wanted to know about the mesh. Because I had the sign and I'm using a vintage sign, I just thought that this mesh, this is just Dollar Tree mesh, that it just worked with the sign because it's got that vintage look to it, and I want this wreath to kind of look vintage. So that's why I'm using it, and all I did was just loop it. I used wire, and literally I cut a piece of wire and just looped it. And these loops are about 12-inch loops, and I just wired it to the grapevine in just loops. And this did one roll of the Dollar Tree mesh.
So that's one whole roll.
That's one whole roll. And I went around the outside first, and then came back around the inside.
So if you were going to do the whole thing, you would.
It would take two,
two,
because this was just one, and I knew I just wanted it around the side. So
yeah, Janet actually just asked that question in the comments. She said, "How many rolls of mesh did you use?"
That was
for
one.
the half crescent style, just the one, and now that's from the Dollar Tree. So I don't know how many yards was that, or how.
Do I have one? I don't think I've got one that's not open. Does anybody know how many yards the mesh at Dollar Tree is?
Anyway,
I want to say it's 5, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, but you can get that.
So yeah,
Dollar Tree.
Now look how perfect that bow is.
And I am so glad that I added that black and white, because that.
And I'm glad you added these little pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just
that
so
was
vintage
the pumpkins
looking.
were a last minute.
Yeah, they were another.
Too.
They were.
I'll let you. Oops, I almost got that in the glue.
Yep.
I did get it in the glue a little bit.
Uh-oh. So, we're gonna
and
put this
Roxanne
right
is asking if each
here.
of your puffs is wired separately.
Yes, they are. But now I don't cut them. I just hold the mesh and wire each puff to the grapevine separately. But I do not cut them. I don't like to cut it, because then it starts to ravel, and I don't like ravels. So I do not cut them. I'll show you in just a second. Let me get this on, and then I'll actually show you what I did.
So y'all let us know in the comments what you're working on. If you're a wreath maker, let us know if you're making any wreaths right now, if you're making fall wreaths or Halloween wreaths, or maybe you're making Christmas wreaths already. Let us know that in the comments, because we love reading and getting to know what you guys are doing.
Yes.
Let's see, Brenda and Susan both say 5 yards. So,
okay, 5 yards.
So if you can't find it at your local Dollar Tree, you can get similar at Craft Outlet has kind of similar. You know, you can find just orange mesh a lot of places that you could use.
Was just like that, but I don't see it. But let me find a wreath and I will show you what I did. Oh, here's a wreath. Okay, now all I do, this is just a quick version. I take a piece of, to me it's easier with the grapevine.
Come over here a little bit so they can see it
It's
better.
easier using it, since I'm putting this on a grapevine. It works better to me to use floral wire. It's easier for me to get it through the grapevine, but that is just my preference. So you could use anything, you know, you could use the pipe cleaners if you wanted to. And I just usually cut me a pretty large piece of wire, and then I just bunch it up, and I start at the back wherever I'm going to start my mesh. And in this case I'm starting it, I'm only doing one side, so I would just start it at the top center.
Let's see, we've got some working on fall wreaths.
And then to measure, I just always measure it from the bend of my arm to my thumb, and that's how big my puff is. And then I just take my wire, I cut this off. Once I wire that piece on, I'll just cut that off, and then just wire on this next one, just like this. And I just put my wire through my grapevine. And I just cut a big piece of wire so that I don't have to keep going back to, you know, cut more wire. I've just got it right here. And then just twist it a few times around, and then just cut that piece off, and then do my next puff. And that was how I did it. Very easy, and I used the whole roll. So that's how I did that. Isn't that bow adorable? Look at that. It's already cute as it can be, just with the bow. So now we're going to add another bow down here, probably right about there, I think. And then, and while you're doing that second bow, I'm going to go ahead and put my pumpkins.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and make a small second accent bow. Y'all know if you watch us a lot, we tend to like to use two. We don't always. But we just like that little accent bow.
Especially when we've got pretty ribbon like this.
Yes, when we have this fun, whimsical ribbon, we love to make a little accent bow. But did you want to explain how we wired on the pumpkin?
Yes. You going to show them that?
I will. I've got one that I started wiring on.
Yeah.
And so I will show you. Let me just fix this so I can see y'all's comments.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Okay. So I'm just taking a long piece of wire. Now this is a little bit tricky. I'll just go ahead and tell you. It's not that it's hard, it's just that it takes some patience, and I don't always
we don't always have a lot of patience
person.
But yeah,
but with these sequins in it, it does make it a little bit trickier. So what you're going to do, now these are fabric. These are fabric pumpkins. They have a little sandbag or something in the center. You're just going to take it, you're just going to pinch it. Just pinch a little section of it, and then you're just going to work your wire through. And like I said, it takes,
you got to keep punching. You get it through there, because sometimes it wants to be aggravating.
Sometimes you might have to use your teeth,
you know,
like I just did.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't see that.
Y'all just pretend like you didn't.
We didn't see her.
And then you just work it, and then you can just wire it. And I've already got this one done, but it's going to take me just a minute to get this through. And it's because the sequins are right in the way.
Yeah, so they're in the way. So you just kind of got to work it around the sequins and get it through that material. And because with these being a little heavy, you could always slit it open, take the bean bag out, sew it back up, you know, but who's going to go to all that trouble? So it is going to take two wires.
So I want to make sure that I wire it on both sides because it's floppy, and if you don't, it's just going to flop around.
Yeah, it's going to flop
and
around.
I don't trust just gluing them. Some people may just glue them, but I want security.
We want them wired too, yes.
So you want 2 different wires, and then I just twist my wire around. Before I put it on, I give it a couple of twists just so that wire stays on there and it doesn't pull through the fabric. Because like I said, these are fabric.
Yeah.
And then you can just use them.
And then we just put them where you want them.
To wire on, right on the base of the wreath.
But I'm going to wait and put those on.
Let's see.
In just a couple of minutes. The first thing, I've got these glitter leaves. Aren't these cute? In this, because the pumpkins do have gold. This is where the gold keeps
or is
coming
that
from.
orange?
No, this
Maybe
is
that's
actually
orange.
gold. And
Who
so I
knows?
did want to tie in some of the gold. So
You never know.
yeah, so I am just going to put these around the outside a little bit.
Ooh, let's see. Patricia said, doing my first show next weekend. Well, great.
Ooh, yay,
Congratulations.
Patricia.
That'll be awesome.
Yes.
I hope that you have a lot of success.
I do too. This is a good time of year.
Yeah,
I think.
if you're going to do craft shows, this is your time of year.
Yes,
now for
it
Christmas.
is.
So I'm actually going to cut that a little shorter. Well, like we said, while she's working on that, I'm just going to be over here making a second little accent bow. This is not going to be a big bow. Just going to be a little one. This could do 1 loop each, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want a big one, just very small. And it's hard to make a small one with that many ribbons.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not going to be super small, but but it's not going to be as big as the other one. Let's see. Robbie says, where did you find the glitter leaves?
Joann's. I got those at Joann's. I'm not sure if they have them online. I did get these in the store, but you could check online and see if they have them where you can order if you don't have a Joann's close by. I love them. I said they are just perfect for this.
Let's see. Hey, Jill, thanks for joining us. She said she's a first-time live viewer.
Oh,
Well, welcome.
hey, Jill. We're so happy you're watching us.
I know somebody was asking to see the ribbon again, so hold on just a second and I'll show you that. I have a 3-inch black and white ribbon that I love. I have, and I love this too, a polka dotted, and now all of this ribbon is from Michaels and Hobby Lobby. So I love that because it's reversible. So you've got, I love it when it's pretty on both sides.
Yeah, I do too.
And then I have a black cat. Now all of this is wired. And then I have a couple of 1.5 inch ribbons.
That's pretty.
And that actually matches the other polka dot. So I like that. And then I have my pumpkin, which I did not make my tail yet for that
Turn
one.
it this way
It's
to
kind of
see
the
if I need
vintage
one
pumpkin. This is from
more.
Impelco. So the other ones are from Hobby Lobby and Michaels, but this is from Impelco ribbon.
And if you haven't ordered from Impelco, you need to, because they have got some
Oh yeah, they have really
gorgeous ribbons, and you can order online.
Hey, and I'm all about anywhere you can order online. 'Cause
Yes,
that's where
me too.
I
Me
tend
too.
to do most of my shopping.
But
And
now, if you order, make sure to tell them the code. With Impelco online, it's gonna act like you have to have a tax ID number, but you don't. In the tax ID number part, when you're filling out all the information, you are supposed to put the tax ID code 6411. And that came directly from Impelco for our viewers. So you can put 6411, and therefore you don't have to have a tax ID to order from them, and they have gorgeous, gorgeous ribbons.
they do. Yeah, so that's for those of you who are asking about the ribbons.
Yes. Okay, now I've got my leaves around. So now I have these pretty dahlias from Michaels, and I'm going to put these around.
And yes, Susan, she's asking if the vintage ribbon is 1.5, and it is 1.5 inch.
It
So
is.
I'm using one, I believe this is 3 inch. Could be, no, this is 3 inch. So
Yeah, I
one
think
3
that
inch,
is 3-inch.
and I've got then my 2.5 inch, and then I've got a couple of 1.5 inch ribbons.
I don't believe I've ever seen them use a tag like this that you cannot
Oh,
get
I've had
off.
some. I've had some
Ooh.
that you can't get off, and those are aggravating.
They really are. This is one of those. It's trying to give me a fit.
Okay, and so for this bow, actually that's
There
do
we
this
go.
side. This is going to be about a 6-inch loop. It's going to, well, it might be a little, about 5.5 inches. But I'm going to show you real quick while she's doing that. When you only do one loop and you're using a Bowdabra, what you want to do is you'll put your tail and you'll make your first loop. Then you will go to your second tail. But when you make that loop, you want to make it on the opposite side. Okay? So whatever the opposite side, so almost like it looks like it's like one bow, if that makes sense. So you've got the one loop here, and then you're going to put your next tail, and then you're going to put your next loop on the opposite side. So that's just a little tip if you're making those bows that just have one loop each. And I always like to do my widest ribbons first on this type of bow. Sure, let's see, the code for Ampelco to be able to order through them, and this is for our customers, is 6411, and that's at Ampelco, AMPELCO, ribbon.com, I think. Or is it just Ampelco?
It's just ampelco.com.
Yes, I'm sorry, it's ampelco.com.
Yes.
But if you look up Ampelco ribbon, their website will come up.
Oops, that turned. There we go.
I am in love with that polka dotted ribbon.
I love it too. That is just too cute. Too cute.
Let's see. Joanne says, "Hey ladies, I love your wreaths and I would love to attempt to make one, but I'm afraid to."
Oh, don't be
No.
afraid, Joanne. You can do this. I promise you,
You
can
can.
do this.
And the thing is, one of these days I'm going to try to find some old pictures because I just
Oh
want
my
y'all
goodness.
to see.
I don't want you to see.
Well, no.
I'm telling you. I'll just be honest.
Some of our first wreaths, okay, they did not always look, you know, grand and, you know, designer or whatever. They did not always look like that, trust me.
No, they didn't. And
you
when
know.
I look back, I think, I cannot, it was only by God's grace that anybody bought them. I'm telling you. And they did. They bought them. And I'm amazed
Yeah.
when I look back at them. Totally amazed. So, yes, you can do
Yes.
this, Joanne. You can. I promise you.
I messed that up.
You can learn to do it.
Yes, you can learn to do it, and do not be afraid to try. Because, I mean, what's the worst? You know, it doesn't come out looking like you want it to. Well, that's okay. Just keep trying. That's
Just
what I feel
keep
like it is.
trying.
I
With
feel like
anything else, yeah.
you're rarely good at anything when you start out. The 99% of the time, you're not going to be good when you start something.
No.
But you have to just keep trying. And so,
Mhm.
you know, give it a try. Just keep practicing, and it'll get better.
That's right.
And hey, you might be one of the 1%, and you make your first wreath, and it turns out like stunning.
Like perfect. Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. That's right. Mine was not that one.
Ours were not.
I can assure you.
No, my first ones were not. I wish I could find
But I
pictures.
can remember even today how proud I was of that thing. I thought it was something else. It's only looking back that I see. And I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, we thought that they were
I thought it was just something.
great. And it's
Yeah.
not that they were bad. Well,
No, they were
some of
bad.
them were bad.
They were bad. I still think about how, because we started out selling them on eBay. And
I
like
wish
I said,
that we could
I'm
find
still
like that very
amazed.
first wreath.
Oh,
I'm
my
sure there's a
goodness.
picture of it somewhere.
And I remember how that woman just raved over that wreath. And when I look at it now, I think, oh, bless my her heart, not even mine, hers. Oh,
Well,
she
maybe it
loved
wasn't as
No,
bad
it
as-
was. It really was. I'm telling you the truth.
Joanne said, "Thank you. You're really talking me into it."
Well,
Yeah,
you need to.
Just give it a try, Joanne.
You really should.
I hope that this bow is going to turn out right because I've just been talking and
I
y'all
know.
what
That's when
happens
I never
talk.
know exactly what
But
I'm.
when I talk and try to craft,
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't turn out exactly like I want it to,
Well,
but we'll
it'll
see.
be all right. And now for those of you that are wondering, I am doing the exact same thing I would normally, even though I've got mesh in it. I still greened what I call greening my wreath for those that are new, which is I made the outline of my wreath using my leaves so that I got the dimensions that I was looking for. And I'm still putting my flowers just like I would. Everything is the same. I just happen to have the mesh in there. So I don't do anything really different, do I? It's the same.
Suzanne, yes, that is hot glue. It's a glue skillet.
Yeah.
It's basically just almost like it looks kind of like a crock pot full of glue.
But a crock pot really won't work.
It's not a crock pot, but it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
But yes, it is a glue skillet, and it's full of glue.
And it makes your life easier.
Somebody told us that the other day.
Use a glue gun.
They're like, thank y'all so much for telling us about this glue skillet. It's just changed my life.
I said, yeah, I can understand that, because I'm telling you.
Yeah, if you do a lot of crafting or wreath making, it comes in handy.
It really does.
I'm going to shorten that a little bit.
There we go.
Yes, Robbie in the comments says she loves her Bonder glue skillet.
I mean, it is the best. By far, the best thing that we use, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite products. That we use.
That and my wire cutters are two things that I don't do without. Gotta have my glue skillet and my wire cutters. These are just, it was on a bush that I found at Michael's, and I just loved these pumpkins. I thought they kind of looked vintage. So I decided to get those to add, even though I am going to add my other ones too. I'm just going to wait until I put my second bow on, so I know where I want to put them.
I'm just trying to make this a little smaller is what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's okay, because it doesn't need to be too big. That's right.
It was kind of looking big, so I was just making it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, that's all right. So that's a good idea, actually, because I don't want to cover up my cute kitty. My cute little black cat. I actually have a black cat.
Oh, I do too.
And we got really creative. Yeah, hers is long hair.
Yours looks just like that.
Mine looks just like that. And we got so creative with his name. His name is Black Kitty.
You should have let them guess what his name was first.
His name is Black Kitty. And he's about, 8 or 10 years old now. I can't remember exactly. But his name is Black Kitty.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
Wow.
You remember he just showed up.
Yeah. We for those of you who don't
attract.
know, we live out in the country.
Yes, and we attract animals, and I feed everything.
We have
I can't even tell you the cats that I feed. I go through one of the great big, 15-pound things of cat food a week.
Yeah, and I think
that's not even including my own 4 that I feed.
I think that is why people just drop their cats.
They
off
know
at,
that I'm going to feed them,
or out at our shop, because they know that one can't.
I can't
feed them, and we're out in the country, so these are cats that you can't catch. But we're so far out in the country that
I don't want to cover.
There's nothing we can do about it. There's nobody that will come out here and
get
them for you.
You can't get anybody to do that.
We would spay and neuter them if we could.
Yeah, that's what I had wanted to do, and I keep trying to get them to where I can at least do that, because I would just have them spayed and neutered and then just bring them back and let them go and keep feeding them, but we just haven't been able
Carolyn
to
said, do you have any dogs too?
Have 2 dogs too. Well, one is not actually mine. We just lost in May. I lost my 12-year-old bloodhound that was an inside dog, and she was my baby. But we also have another little, he's just a mutt. He's just a precious mutt. And then now I also have been keeping my grand dog right now. And so I claim her. I won't let her go home. They keep trying to take her home, and I won't let her because I love her. So
I think that they're happy with you keeping her too.
I think they are too. They have a baby at home as well as a 3-year-old, so I think they're okay.
Permanent
with
dog
it.
sitting.
Yeah, I think they're okay with it. They're not trying real hard to take her home, I can tell you. And I just love her. I said she helped me with my grieving over my baby, so she has been good for me. Now
Stephanie said, "Hey ladies from Michigan, truly enjoy watching and learning. Thank you so much for your blessing."
Aw.
She's got a white cat who adopted her.
Oh yes,
They're
we've
empty
got
nesters.
those two. We have two. I have two that are brother and sister. That they are honestly, they're miracles, because their mother cat was wild, and she got killed, and we found her body, and we knew that she had kittens. We just couldn't find them. And that we thought at the time they were about maybe 2 weeks old. Well, we hunted for a week, didn't we? A good week. Finally,
Yeah, it was a little over a week.
yeah, it was a
actually.
little over a week that we were just looking, and I had given up. I thought for sure they were gone, at that point, because I knew they were too young to take care of themselves. And all of a sudden, they came out of the woods one day meowing. I happened to be out in the yard doing some yard work, and I heard a meow, and I knew that's what it was. And these little kittens, her cat, now she has one of them, and I've got the other two.
So they adopted us.
So they
too.
adopted us too, and they were about. We guessed the vet thought of probably 3 to 4 weeks old, maybe, and one of them just had only one eye open. That's how young they were, but they are great. You should see one of them. He's huge.
Yeah, she'll have to show a picture. We need to on
Yes.
Instagram. We need to put a picture
Yes,
of that.
of Duffy. Yeah, it's
He's-
Duffy
he's
and Buffy.
that one's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous cat.
He is. He really is. He's a sweet boy.
Cindy said that wreath is already looking amazing.
Oh,
girls do
thank
fabulous
you.
work.
Thank you. I'm just putting these berries, and then I'm going to put my pumpkins. My other pumpkins.
I love black and white together.
I
That's
do
like my
too.
thing right now. It's black and white.
It is just perfect.
I feel like I have to
I
restrain
love it with
myself.
any bright colors.
Yeah, I feel like I
adding
have
the
to-
black and white.
Not add black and white to everything, black and white
I
ribbon, because
know.
I know y'all get tired
know.
of seeing black and white ribbon all the time, but I love it.
All right, I think I'm going to put this one just right here. It'll help keep the bow down just a little bit, but still look pretty, and it will sit right there pretty nicely. So I'm going to just put this, but I got to come around the back to get it wired on.
And if y'all have a Target nearby, go and
Yes,
check out
'cause
their
these are
dollar spot.
so cute.
These are so cute. Did you show them these? These little buffalo check ones we found. Aren't they cute? And then just the black fabric. And they're $1 a piece.
Yes.
And they had a ton. I got some more for my house too. Oh, I got some other fabric ones. I haven't even shown you those yet. They're really cute.
Oh, you
but
didn't?
I
Why?
kept them at
Did
home.
you think I was? Yeah.
I decorated with
She
them.
thought I might keep them. That's why I have a feeling.
Yeah, because they would be in a wreath. So
Yep.
y'all know they'd
I
be in a
want the
wreath. I
black
have to hide them
first.
if I don't want them to be in a wreath.
She knows that nothing comes, especially doesn't come in this shop, that I'm not going to try to figure out a way to put it in a wreath. That is just the way it is. Let's see.
And see, Vicky said we lost our grand fur baby last night.
"Oh, Vicky, I'm
1 year
so
old
sorry."
Saint Bernard. Aw, and
Oh,
someone ran over their cat 3 months ago. It is so hard to lose a pet.
It is. There are babies. I tell you what, I grieved over Sadie almost as much as if she had been a person. It has been very difficult. I know it. She was a dog, but she was a special dog, and she was another one that found us.
Yeah, I think if you're a dog person or a cat person, you get
Only
it.
then
I don't.
can you
I
understand
don't think if
it.
you're
Yeah.
not.
You
really-
think, oh, that's crazy,
But if you're a dog person or a cat person, you get it.
Yeah.
They're like your babies.
they are. Well, I got that. I didn't get that in the right place. So let me
Dottie is asking
rework
where the
it.
black flowers came from.
Michael's.
Dottie, they came from Michael's.
Yes, they did. They sure did.
Angie asks, what is the popular color for Christmas this year? Is it plaid again? Plaid is going to be big.
Plaid is very big, yes.
Plaid is probably going to be bigger this year even than it was last year.
Yeah, it is.
So definitely the buffalo plaid. So if you're a wreath maker or a crafter, you know, and you sell your items, you definitely want to have some of that in your inventory because that is going to be really, really really popular for this year. Both the black and white plaid and the red and black plaid. Like I showed y'all last week, but I'll show you again. These were at our Walmart, and this was just our local Walmart. So if it already has them out, then you can bet that they're going to be popular with craft stores like Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Joann's.
Yes, they are.
So yes. Also,
tell them the color that we saw. Yeah,
I can't wait to try out this combination. We were at Hobby Lobby. What was it? Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
We were at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I was just kind of looking around. We got a little bit of Christmas, but we didn't get a ton. I was just kind of looking to see what they had out, and you know, you can get a good indication of what's going to be popular just by seeing what they put out early. So, one combination that I loved is like a really bright emerald green and gold.
Yes.
And this combination, it was just gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And I have never really thought about putting just the two of those themselves together. Have you?
No, I really hadn't. Just by themselves.
Not by themselves. Not adding up like red.
Hold this up here for me, please. Because I am having a time getting this where I want it.
Okay, so what do you want me to hold? The pumpkin
just
or the
pumpkin,
wire?
Just the pumpkin. Because I got to come around
Sometimes
here.
It's a two-man job.
It is. This is one of them.
But yes. So that navy blue and silver and navy and gold are going to be popular this year. You're still going to have your candy themes, which are going to be so the bright hot pink and then the aqua blue and lime green. Those colors together are going to be really popular. Champagne is going to be really popular. A pinky kind of blush.
Yes,
blush and champagne.
And champagne, I saw a lot. Remember at market, we saw a lot of champagne with kind of a burgundy.
Yeah.
And
champagne and like a wine.
Yeah, like a wine color. That was just really interesting, I thought. And even some navy in with that.
Navy, yeah.
That was really pretty.
But I'm loving the black and white and red. That one's really, and you could add some of the buffalo check to that, but I saw a lot of black and white and red, and then black and green and red was really popular at market. And you can just go to those craft stores, look around, especially early, what they put out early, and you'll see what is going to be trendy. Vintage is going to be trendy this year.
Yeah, because they definitely keep up with what the colors that are going to be popular. And but yes, I cannot wait to do something with the emerald and gold. I think that is going to be gorgeous.
And if you're selling your items, if you're making crafts to sell, you want to incorporate some of those trendy items, but you want to be careful. You don't want to make like 10, 15, 20 of one single trendy item. You want to kind of test it out and see how it does. Make one or two of that, see if people respond well to it. And you always want to keep those traditional kind of themes in your inventory, in your collections as well, because people are always going to be purchasing those.
Yes. For sure.
Hello, Elena. Welcome. Hi, Barb. Thank you for joining us today. Janet said, I found blue, pink, and gold at Christmas Tree Shop, $1.99 for 8 yards. Wow. That's a pretty good deal on ribbon.
Yes, it is.
And Cindy says the sparkly pumpkins look really good on that.
Ah, thank you, Cindy.
Yes, I love those pumpkins.
I love them too.
And I've got one more black here if you need it. I don't know if you need it.
I don't think I do. I think I've got it. I'm just cutting some of these just a tad shorter so that they stand up like I want them. There we go. Now I've got my cute little kitties that I got to put in here. So I want one, I think, to be right. Well, let me get get a little more glue. I think actually I'm going to put it up here. I changed my mind.
Yeah, I was going to tell you to put one there.
Yep. Changed
Did you
my
tell them?
mind.
I can't remember if you told them how you got the little girl glued on.
I did tell you, I think, but I'm going to tell you again. What I did for the little girl, my little witch girl, is I actually drilled holes in the back and ran the wire through the holes in the back and wired her to the grapevine. And then I just put a little glue under her bottom to make sure she sat there just like I wanted. And I put a little glue on her feet because I wanted them to be crossed like that.
And you could glue it to the sign if you didn't want it to
yes, if you
flop
don't
around.
want them flopping around, you could just glue it right there to the sign and it would sit there just like you needed it to. Alright, now I've got one more little kitty, but I want this one to be down here. So I'm gonna bend that just like that. I just want him to kind of be coming out of the top like that. I mean the bottom. There we go. Alright. Now I've got a few other little leaves I'm going to put around. And let's see. These are just some black glitter leaves from Michael's that I'm just going to add around. I'm going to put some right up here at the bow right there.
Let's see.
And then I'm going to also put some
Retha would like to see the
over
back of the
here.
wreath when we get done, because she wants to make sure she's putting her stems in correctly.
Alrighty. If you do them correctly, you're going to have some stems poking out the back, which is what you want, because then you can go back and cut them off from the back, which is what you want to do.
Retha, I'm sorry, Susan says, where did you get those cat pics?
Michael's.
And another question, Elena says, where's the sign from?
Hobby Lobby. Oops, dropped some of my leaves.
Stella says, hello from California. Your wreath looks awesome.
Aw,
She said,
thank
I finally
you.
get to see you wonderful ladies live. I'm part of your Design with the Pros Club that have never seen you live.
Well, we are happy, first of all, to have you in Design with the Pros, Stella, and I'm glad you caught us live.
Yeah.
Yay.
And I love your name.
Yes, since it's
That's my little girl's name.
it is. It's her firstborn daughter's name. And we do love the name. Because it was also a great-grandmother's name.
Hey Nita, thanks for joining us. Wanda asks, how is the sign put on?
Wanda, it came with hangers on the back. However, I never like to use the hangers that, come on the back of them. To me, that's just a chance for them to get moved around, and I don't like that. So, I drilled holes. I use my drill constantly, and I just drilled holes on both sides and then just used my wire and wired it right in. I've tried other methods, but to me that's the most sure method that I know it's not going to come off. So
Well, and that's because that's a real thick sign.
Yes,
but if
it
you're just
is.
using a little sign, you don't have to drill. You
no,
can,
you don't have to drill. You can use a little
because I know drilling does make some people
the little
a little
hole
bit nervous.
punch, jewelry hole punch, and I use those for the thin metal or
Yes,
even the thin cardboard, wood, any of that. But if it's a thick sign, then I'd use my drill. So that's what I did for that. And I want to put, I'm going to turn it this way really quickly just to see where else I need. I need some black leaves to be over here.
I'm wondering if I might end up with this wreath.
Oh, no, you're not.
I do like it.
Well, I'll give it to you. Yeah, today, I don't know if any of y'all saw us make the The pumpkin centerpieces.
It was a few Flower Fridays ago.
Yeah, a few Flower Fridays ago. Well, I called her today. I said, Amanda, I want to get my pumpkin centerpiece back that I made for my house.
Because if you remember, she made one and I made one.
She said, but I can't give it back to you, Mama. It looks too good on my bar. What did you say?
I've got it on my island.
On her island. And I'm like, okay, never mind. I'll make another one. So
I ended up with both of those arrangements. But I'm going to give it back to her.
Yeah, one day.
I'm borrowing it for a couple more weeks. And then we can share it.
A couple more little orange.
So I'll borrow it for a couple of weeks and then I'll give it back to her.
I hear you. Who wants to make a bet on whether I ever get it back?
I will. I'll borrow it for just a couple of weeks and then I'll give it back. And then you can enjoy it the rest of the fall.
Okay. Well, that's a deal then. We'll see. We will see. You know, if you're a mama, you don't care.
That's what Robbie says. Oh boy, that wreath will be on Amanda's door.
Yep, it will. It will.
It'll go good with my rug that I just got.
Oh, did you get a cute rug?
I did.
Aw. Well, in that case, then I guess you need it.
I mean, I need a
Because you
wreath
gotta
that
have
matches
something
my
to
rug.
match your rug, of course. Of course you do. Oh, there's my other one that I was looking for.
Let's see. Vicki, the sign says Happy Halloween.
I just wanted another orange flower right down here.
Carolyn said, when do you put your Christmas up in your home?
As soon people eat their Thanksgiving lunch at our house, and the minute that they walk out the door is when we start. Literally, the minute they walk out the door, because it takes us a good 4 days, 3 or 4 days.
It takes them because we'll have to do a walk.
Yeah, walk through.
And film it or do a live or something going in so y'all can see her village because she has a massive village.
Yeah,
so
I love
it
my
takes y'all a
village.
few
It
days.
does. It takes me a while to get it just like I want it.
And at my house, we're lucky to wait until Thanksgiving because
they're earlier. But my husband, oh no, now he is a Christmas fanatic, as I always say on here. He is a Christmas nut. He's even worse than I am, and I'm pretty bad. But he has this rule that they cannot holidays cannot overlap. Yeah. So we have to get rid of Thanksgiving first before we can do Christmas.
Yeah.
So as soon as we finish eating.
Y'all let us know in the comments when you decorate. Is before Thanksgiving acceptable or does it have to be after Thanksgiving?
Okay. There we go. I've got some balls here, but I don't know.
Too.
They are cute. I just don't know if I want to use them.
Well, I like it how it is. You could add
I do too.
Oh, did you want to show?
If I used them, I might just let me see how this is gonna look.
Joanne, that glue skillet you can get at surebonder.com. I'll also put a link in after we get done here. And yes, it has special glue that you use. They're little glue pellets. They're designed for that glue skillet. It makes it so it's not so stringy. If you cut up glue sticks, it's going to get really stringy because we've tried it before. But
it just didn't work well for us.
Yeah, but they make special glue. But I'll put the link in when we get done. Most everybody is saying after Thanksgiving. I try to wait till Thanksgiving, but sometimes I just get really excited.
It is. We all do. Yeah. And I've got a bunch of plans this year, things I want to do outside. I'm in the process. So I've got a weekend ahead of me because I'm in the process of restaining our deck.
Well,
our front porch. I'm doing my whole front porch. Yes, we took railings off. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Made new stairs, all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited. I keep coming up with these ideas of what I want to do for Christmas. So outside, because we do decorate a lot outside too. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, Darlene, thanks for joining us. If I missed your comments, I'm sorry. They're going by fast right now.
Yep. But there we go. I think I'm going to stop. I may decide to add something. I just can't decide on adding the balls yet, so I'm going to think about it. Oh, yeah. Somebody wanted to see the back. That's true. if I can get it off because I'm stuck. There we go. All right.
Okay, go down just a little bit.
Okay. Y'all see how they're poking out? Can you see?
Hopefully y'all can see that. They're out a good bit, a couple of inches.
Yeah. So you want them out. I mean, sometimes they're even further out than that. But then we just go back and go right up as close to the wreath as you can get it. And then just clip off the stem just like that. And you just want to do that all the way around the back and just clean it up like that. And this has just been the best way that we have found to make sure that they stay on really well.
And I was going to say, just make sure when you're cutting the back, what I do is I usually just run my hand along the back, just make sure there's no sharp edges, because if it's sharp then it could scratch the door.
Right, you don't want that.
And if it is sharp, then you just go back and you just keep clipping until you get it even, like even with the grapevine.
The grapevine, yes. And that's
Susan said this wreath is absolutely adorable. And she loves the colors and it makes her smile.
Oh, well, that's what we love, so thank you.
And I like the little witch.
I thought she was just adorable.
She's a little cutie.
Yep, she was cute.
Wanda said if you clip them out, will they come off because you clipped off the glue?
No, because see, here's what happens. Wanda, is that who it was?
Yes, I believe
okay,
so.
Here's what happens, Wanda. I'm going to cut a flower and I'm going to show you. And some of you have seen me do this, but okay, here's my flower, and we keep the stems long because we dip the ends about an inch up.
Pretty good bit of glue.
A good bit of glue. Well, when we put it in the grapevine, you're going to weave it in. You'll see me really working at it, weaving it in. And as you do that, this glue travels up the stem because it gets pushed up the stem. And it also, not only does it get on up here, but it also gets on each of these little branches that are in the grapevine. So that's the best way to hold it just completely securely. So
yeah, so when you clip off the back, it's not, you're still going to have,
there's glue all the way up. It'll travel all the way up. In fact, sometimes you'll even see some, that's glued on your leaf a little bit going up where it went up, but which is fine.
That's another reason why you want to wait until the end to clip.
Right.
Because you don't want to clip it before it's dry,
set up,
because you want to make sure that glue, that it adheres really well, and then it's dry, and then you're going to go back. So
and trust me, when you get it in there, I mean, you can't hardly get them out. If I try to take them out,
especially
especially hers, because she uses like twice the glue.
I'm going to make sure.
Yeah, she really does.
That they stay
But
put.
I mean, I have to use the wire cutters and just pull to get them out of that grapevine once we do it like that. So
let's see.
They're not going anywhere.
For those asking for a close-up. And Leanne is asking what our preferred brand of wire cutters is, so you can show her.
It is my Stanley wire cutters. And these are the 9-inch. I'm almost positive these are the 9-inch. Yes, the 9-inch. Because you can get these at different sizes. And this pair, I don't even know how old it is.
We've had that for a long time, but that's my favorite pair too.
I've had these a long time because I tell her these are mine. These are mine. She says, what's yours is mine, Mama. Yeah, well, these are mine.
Yeah, I know. We were doing a wreath class, or wreath party the other day, and
she stole them.
I kept stealing her
and believe me, I
had my own wire cutters, but hers are better.
Yes, they just really are. But my husband, every year he puts me this kind of thing in my stocking. I know it's him.
But he doesn't always give the Stanley. Those are from a few years ago.
Yes, these I've had, but he keeps trying new brands, and I tell him don't do that. I keep going back to these. These are my favorite,
and I keep going to those too, because even though I have other brands, those are my favorite.
They are. We've got all kinds. I mean, just all kinds. We've got these. These are cute. I can't remember what kind these are, but nothing works like our
Barbara
Stanley
asks, Margaret asks where you got the little witch.
Hobby Lobby.
And
I can't remember how much she was, but she was on sale, 40% off, I think.
Cindy said, is it better to leave the leaves on the flowers?
It depends. I do leave them on sometimes.
I like to leave them on sometimes, and
I think that it adds to, it adds bulk to it. So, because the worst thing is to like see wholly, you don't want to see through it. So it does kind of add bulk. The only reason that I would take them off is if they were too far down on my stem or something like that. But yes, I do 90% of the time leave the leaves on.
And Susan said she thinks it's time that Santa brings Amanda her own Stanley wire cutters.
Well, I think so too.
I think so too.
That just might happen. She needs to put it on her Christmas list.
I'm going to put it on my list.
Yep.
That's right, my list for Santa.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you
you know
so
what?
much.
I just bet you money that even if she gets another pair, somehow mine would
I'm
keep
pretty
getting
sure
in her hand.
that I have some somewhere.
Somehow, I think she would still get mine. That's okay.
I just grab what's closest to me.
She does, and I do too a lot of times.
If it's closest, if it's within my reach,
she's gonna just
I'm gonna grab it. See, the other ones are way over there. That's right there, so I grab it.
Yes, and that's okay. I don't mind. She can have anything I got. She knows she's my baby girl.
Let's see. Monica says beautiful wreath, and she enjoys watching us.
Oh, thank you, Monica.
And now, for those of you who are new to our channel, welcome. We are so happy to have you guys here. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook so that you click the little follow button so that you do know when we are live. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so that you get notified whenever we release new videos. We have a new video coming up next week that is going to be exclusive to YouTube. So I'm excited about that. I think you guys are going to love it. So make sure that you go to our YouTube channel and subscribe if you're watching from Facebook.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Well,
and they can also check out our blog for a lot of tutorials at GraceMonroeHome.com.
Yes, because we're constantly adding new tutorials on there.
Yes.
And we just added the one about our wreath party, which was really fun. So we've got some tips for you if you want to have your own wreath party.
Because they are a lot of fun. They really are. We had a blast.
We did.
Yep. Okay, I guess that's it.
Well, thanks so much for watching us.
Thank y'all.
Those of you who are joining us live, we are happy. We love it when you guys watch live with us.
Yes, we do.
It just makes it fun for us. So thank you for watching. And those of you who are watching the replay, we thank you for watching as well.
Yes.
Y'all make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and check out our blog at GraceMonroeHome.com.
Yes, and y'all have a blessed weekend.
We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.